Episode 92 with Conquering Stress at Work. Why would you have an easier life when you could do things the fast way? This is what it's all about, my fearless friends. We are, in most of the cases, running to achieve something that we are not even yet 100% sure what it is all about. So, in order for us to stop chasing whether unicorns, whether some deadlines that aren't even ours, we first need to take a step back and simply assess our responsibilities, assess our activity at work, and simply try to put everything on a timely calendar. When you do this, it's your first aha moment when you realize whether should I waste 30 of my very precious minutes attending a certain meeting when I could maybe delegate it or skip it or simply be honest about me not having my full interest and need to attend it. It is debatable, I know. Speaking up, being vocal about your needs, about what you want to achieve, about where you want to go in at your work, in your business. Why not? It is the same. Maybe you need to be even more mindful about your time when you have your own business because there is an endless to-do list. Let us debunk the myth of the to-do list. My fearless friends, we are being completely conquered and absorbed by some things that we are used to do on a regular. Our routines are what keep us to have some results at the end of the week, at the end of the month. However, is this robotic type of activity truly taking us to a stress-free, fear-free, goal-oriented, results-driven activity? Is it really? Now, what I would like you to do for a week, consider putting down on a piece of paper on your agenda every type of activity that you do during the day that is regarding your business or your professional life. Please do this for a week. The next week, please consider writing down the amount of time it truly takes for you to do that particular task. Do you find anything that's repetitive during the day? Please take a bit of a step back, maybe a few steps back at the end of your working day and just assess whether is this activity that I see repeating itself over and over, is this truly taking me closer to my goal? And yes, you guessed it, please do this with the rest of the other to-do list activities and see how much you can delete, delegate, cancel, or move to a different time in your week or in your month. Start organizing and start planning your days differently now. Because when you get to add a really important step that we are going to do right now, add the time that it takes for you to perform a certain task. You'll now have the biggest aha moment of them all because you'll be wondering, hey, is this really worth my time? As we were talking earlier, is this meeting really worth my time? Because I could maybe inform my colleague, my manager, about how I truly feel about my work and attending this meeting that could be keeping me from performing better. I know that you've been in a position where you were in some sort of an activity at work and you had this constant feeling of what am I doing here? Why am I attending this? Why am I in this conversation? This doesn't really help me with my tasks. In order for us to conquer fear at work, Ideally, you want to start to be very honest with yourself first. Transparency with you and with the people around you. But of course, you need to do this first with you because you are going to set the pace. You'll be the one that will decide what, when, why, how you want to organize your work at work and in your business, since you are the one that needs to be very focused on what is it exactly that you want to get. What's your why? What are your goals? The big picture is that at the end of the day, the week, the month, you should have a feeling of accomplishment. You feeling safe and sound and not stressed. Time is our most precious asset. There's nothing more valuable. That's why I want you to be really mindful in organizing your time like a pro. And you can do this just because you take all of your activities, all of your to-do list, and simply have it timely based. Because when you'll see black on white, whether these extra 10 minutes of you calling a colleague or calling a client, can this be done differently? Can you do this and have more better results? Because unless you plan to plan, unless you take time to truly observe and assess what exactly are you doing, you will never know if you need any improvement. And I know you know this, but the enemy of an excellent life, of excellent results, are good results. So you need to always, at least once per week, take a step back and organize your next week. Some great questions that I would like you to consider are, how can I do this better next week? Remember to ask yourself as many questions as you can, my fearless friend, because this is giving you the chance to step out of your fear, out of anxiety, and simply move in a position of leadership, of you being your best leader ever, since you'll start looking for solutions. What rationalizing fears is all about, it's you being in control of your emotions again. So put this in practice. Let me know how it goes for you. And I look forward to seeing you on my website on roxanapope.com for many amazing free gifts that you can download. I have some great ways that I could support you and your team conquer fear and stress from now on. Let me know how I can support you further, and I will see you soon with another live podcast episode. Take care.